Okay,
Fourth
so
quarter. Here we go.
here we are.
October. Ooh, Halloween. Oh yeah, hash brown omelets.
Had to go back to September because I found this in the pictures that I had not shared. This thing was amazing. You got to have one. Then we went traveling to Grandview for school.
Yeah, Grandview.
And stopped and took
by Bruno.
that
it's
picture.
Snake River.
So pretty. It's always so pretty.
Yeah. We went to, I didn't know anything about this. We went to the Civic Center in Nampa and watched these people dance for like an hour and a half, hour 45.
It was a good time.
It was good, yeah.
I got to
quality dancers.
Yeah, got to surprise Jimmy with the event, and that was fun.
We got the game at home on TV. Yeah.
That's a celebration.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Big deal. The Northern Lights were around, and everybody was getting shots, and this is as good as we got from our house. So that's what you have. Played fantasy football. I think I mentioned this last quarter. It was a good time still, actually, in the throes of it all while football season continues. But it's been fun. Sent kisses to Remi after Remi and Kinsey sent kisses to us.
Yep. Okay, so this is Rome Junction, the city of Rome, which is on the way to Winnemucca. And we stopped by there. That building has been there ever since I was a little kid. I think I went through there in as a seventh grader, going to LA, going to Disneyland. That building was there. There's the honeymoon place that we stayed at in Winnemucca, Nevada. It actually looks nicer now than it did then.
That's actually true. It was closed the last time we were through, and I have old pictures of that, and that was 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. I don't know, a while ago. So Scott's Motor Inn or motel.
Yeah, I think they're redoing a lot of stuff in Winnemucca because of that big lithium mine, and there's a gold mine that's right outside of Winnemucca that's pretty big. And according to a friend of ours, it's tiny compared to theirs. The gold mine near Elko you can see from space.
Yeah, so fun stories from that place all those years ago. Went to Reno, and Jimmy was hell-bent on making sure we got a picture of me in front of the hospital where I was born 60 years later. And I sent it to Mom and Dad, and Mom and Dad were like, "What is this?" And I go, "Well, it's a picture of me in front of St. Mary's Hospital where I was born." And they were like, "Yeah, that's not where you were born."
Yeah, that was a good time.
It was a good time, and it was, again, a fun story. Carsen City.
Courthouse. That's where we got our marriage certificate.
34 years previously. Ago. Yeah.
Holy moly, where is that?
That's where you wanted to go.
Oh, Carson City. Yeah, I used to live in Carson City for a short time. I used to drive up in this canyon on my motorcycle. That was gorgeous up there. This is on the pass going up to Virginia City from Reno.
And
Mike Fleury and everybody, though, they know this road well.
As you see, we're on the way to Virginia City. Mm-hmm. Just like Jimmy said, we have the dog, and so we definitely want to go back to Virginia City sometime without the dog.
This is the Ferris wheel inventor's house in Carson City. A lot of people don't know that, but the Ferris wheel was invented by the guy that just lived there. Villa Basque in that's the one in Carson City, isn't it? Yeah.
And got chitty shows.
Yeah, that's Mount Rose on the right there. That's an amazing ski area. We drove back through there. It was a lot higher than we thought. This is Markleeville, California, which is kind of a neat stop in the road.
You look closely, you can see Jimmy there.
Yeah, all that's in there is like 2 restaurants and a couple other places, and that's really about it.
A few shops and some coffee stops.
That's a cool place. There's my house that folks lived in when I when they moved down there from Kellogg, and I stayed in there off and on during my military.
71 to 1997.
Yeah.
1990.
Yeah.
No, 1992.
Yeah.
June of 1992.
Now it was flooded and it's all in disrepair and it looks really terrible, as you can see.
We sent it to my mom and she goes, yeah, sometimes you can't go back.
Yeah. This is coming up on the gold mine in Winnemucca. And that hill you see there is all cast off dirt that they take out of the mine and put from the open pit and put there.
It's where we ended up staying. We had booked an Airbnb that was a frickin' nightmare. And I still need to write to Airbnb and tell them more about the experience because it was awful. And highly recommend all things Aiden and Best Western. Mm-hmm. They were amazing and it was a really nice place to stay. The cousin who has started this urban retreat with a friend of hers, and I'd say check it out. I've gone online and it looks super, super cool, and I'm super excited for Tammy.
Oh, Croce plays Croce. That's Jim Croce's son. And we went to Morrison Center in Boise and listened to about an hour and a half of his music and Jim Croce stuff. Really cool. And the stories this guy could tell was amazing.
Great music. Really, really good time. Like in awe the next day. Crazy. Super cool.
Had to do a community cleanup project for work. So we chose this little alleyway that goes between the school and our subdivision. On the left is what it looked like when we started, and on the right is what it looked like when we finished.
How many bags? At least 4.
At least 4, yeah.
Found a new recipe for queso. Yeah. It was super, super good. Have since decided to stay away from that much cheese, but it was really good. Yeah. And then Jimmy made the most beautiful chorizos. Absolutely gorgeous chorizos.
Till the dog got them.
Dog ate
all but 2 and bit into those. We were cleaning out the yard in the front and come across the duck nest that was in our pampas grass we didn't even know was there.
And you'll want to remember it's October, so there were no ducks to take care of those eggs. Mm-hmm. Got myself a pickleball net for indoors, and it's up high because you hit up against it and can play by yourself. And then you can take this little, these bars out, this section out, and put it low and play together. And so I love it. It's super, super cool. And then, of course, we had to get the weather tree. Mm-hmm. It, again, is October and had gorgeous roses still. So definitely had to capture a picture. And I almost said it was the end of October because we're, pretty late into the October slides here. And this is literally the end of October. Best friends, Rob and Missy, their anniversary, they'd invited us to join them in Vegas, and we maybe could have, but didn't. And so I took the bouquet of roses to the church where they had gotten married and sent that to them and told them happy anniversary.
Oh, Halloween. Actually, go back. Okay. I make a pretty good Joker.
Yeah.
Or Riddler, whoever he is.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of cool. It literally is a snap filter, obviously, but and the elder aesthetic. And Jimmy's kind of rocking it, and it's fun to see the facial features that are the same, kind of thing, tied into all of this. And I see my ancestors in mine. I don't know. I don't want to look that old, but
it's got more hair than me.
He does have a little bit more hair, but whatever picture we had of you,
everything's got more hair.
They capitalized on it. So now we're in November.
Football game. It was against.
This one was San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah. Super, super good time. Told you about Sara, and this was the November dinner. And had a wonderful, wonderful time. Stephanie got to join us this time, and it was great, great fun.
That's a wonderful picture.
And that's super funny too, because this is the one that the gal was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm positive. You don't need to take this with anything else. And then, we did. Glad we took the other one. A beautiful November day outside playing pickleball. Today is the 5th day of January, and we actually could have been out and played today. Stephanie, for her birthday, said the only thing she wanted was tickets to the Iliza comedy tour, and so the 4 of us went. Always want to honor the veterans. It's actually one of my very favorite Facebook days. People really get on there and honor their vets. Got to go to a school where I got to meet a gal that I'd had during COVID at IDLA online for 4th grade and 5th grade. She was with us all of her 4th grade year, and then part of her 5th grade year, and then the schools were opening back up, and she went in, and I got to meet her in person, and that was so fun. Super, super cool. Kevin posted a picture of a
cherry donut, or what do you call it? Raspberry filled donut. Yeah.
And so Jimmy had to go
get I had to go get some.
World Kindness Day. I saw something the other day that just said, do something kind every day for the whole year. And I was like, just that would be beautiful. Went to Idaho Falls, and on our way, we stopped at the Travelers Oasis. And what did Adam say the day before Christmas? It's Christmas Eve, was on the back of one of the doors, and then this find relief. The whole thing I just thought was hysterical. They've got a sense of humor, and it's clean and really nice. They've got all kinds of everything. Went to Burger Theory for dinner.
Where was that?
Idaho Falls.
Oh, okay, yeah. Annie.
Had a friend in, Annie, so we went to support him, and his daughters were orphans as well, and it was very well done, very entertaining. Stayed at Sleep Inn. Had not checked weather. We talked about weather when I'd gotten tickets 6 weeks prior, but didn't check, and woke up to snow. So if you look
out the windows,
you can see snow, but we got home perfectly safe. It was good. My husband said, I'm on an adventure with you. We're going to look for chicken at 9:00 in the morning, and we have become addicted to this Krispy Krunchy Chicken. And there was supposed to be a place in Idaho Falls, and they were open at 9, and so we headed that way. It's a really cool chicken place, but it wasn't Krispy Crunchy, and it's an eat inside place. But we ended up in Burley.
I found a place in Burley that sold it. Oh, I made sliders.
We joined Mettle Sports.
Discovered that we could play pickleball inside.
Our Aiden, who takes care of our dog while we're gone, had made the bed when it was time for him to leave, and had, crossed the little legs on my old clown that I've had for 61 years, and just super cute. I sent it to him. I'm like, are you kidding me? How cute. Went with some friends to Brick 29. It was our first time. We've been to the... No, I'm not remember what it's called.
Yeah, down in the basement.
But we hadn't been to Brick 29.
Yeah, Brick 29's in Nampa. It's really nice and good. Decent prices and great food.
Gonna go back.
Yeah.
2 of us were sick at Thanksgiving, and so we canceled all of everybody coming over. The kids were going to come, Andrew and Stephanie, and we just said, you know what, stay home. And I made all the fixins and the pumpkin pie, and we had a nice dinner, just the 2 of us, and then had them over later.
Christmas tree's up.
We keep that palm tree up all year, and decided to just throw a Christmas skirt around it and throw some bulbs on it and call it Christmas tree. And that brings us into December.
Oh, yeah. We're discovering homemade potato chips.
We went
They're so good.
Ansots with Sada, and Ansot had made some, and they were fantastic. So I came home and made some, and they were good. Still have to perfect them. Got more chocolate flavors cocoa flavors from Crippled Chicken, and she sent me an elderberry kit. And so I've got to shout her out. We had the hoarfrost.
Yep, and fog.
And then the inversion, yeah. Finally made it to Basquenese and enjoyed it. It was good. Viet coffee is what I ended up with, and the mama's chicken, and the portions are huge, and you can make yourself sick eating too much. There are other things we want to try. It was yummy. It was really, really good. It was fun. Went to another football game.
Yeah, this is before a football game. We walk in the bar and sit down, and you see I've got my heavy Army winter coat on, and lady comes over, and I go, "Could you make a hot drink?" And she goes, "Like Irish coffee?" And I said, "Yeah." So she says, "I'll make fresh coffee and bring you one." It's not even on the menu. Shout out to Taphouse, man.
Yeah, and they had Wiki Jack, so I was as happy as he was.
Yeah.
Got really good seats for the championship game, Mountain West Conference.
Against UNLV. Yeah.
I'm going to go back to this one. Every single player came out with a hammer, and that was so cool.
Hammer's important to the Broncos.
Just a few people in attendance, only 36,663. And of course we won, and so that was awesome. It was great vibe, super high energy, super, super fun. Made it into the Fiesta Bowl. Told you that we were having the kids over later, and so we had a vegan Basque dinner with paella and bean soup and salomo and croquetas.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It was really good, and it was enjoyed by all. I put this on because it's like maybe my dog loves me. That was cool.
His tail.
Jimmy went away for about a week, and so Malcolm hung out with me in the office, and so that was cute and fun. These were the pictures that came off of the refrigerator for the Christmas season this year. I have never put a shout out to Tiffany. She does my hair, and she was our neighbor little girl across the street when we lived in Boise 1,000 years ago, and we love her. And I thought, man, I definitely need to shout her out, go see her in Meridian.
Yep.
And she's talked to me about these empanadas before, and we were hungry, and I said, hey, let's go check them out. So we each had one, and they were inexpensive and filling, and we were super happy. And then we ended up taking 9 more home.
Yeah, we took a whole bunch home.
Something. We got some for Andrew, and at that point, Stephanie was out of town. So anyway, super fun, and love her. So if you need somebody to do your hair, she's your girl.
Yeah, she cuts guys' hair too.
Yeah.
There's the airplane I was a pitter in, and we had Ann and Sada took out there so they could see it, and we took them to the club. We're looking at the elk up on the wall. There's the patch that me and the boys and I, Good Ales kids, we helped design that.
This one.
Yes.
Keri had a 50th birthday, so we got to go to the clubhouse at the golf course and celebrate her. That's always a good time. Love them. Have a friendly competition.
Yes, every year. A friend of ours, Kevin, he's Marine and associated with the Navy, so we have the Army Navy. Whoever loses has to wear the other service branch's hat.
For the day.
Yeah, or a T-shirt. And you have to go someplace where people are. You just can't wear it at home.
Yeah. So, of course, I'm thrilled. But the last couple of years, Jimmy's taken the bet, so I didn't have to suffer terribly much. So I told you Jimmy had gone out of town. So here are the shots from him being up north with the babies.
The Tomato Street.
I should have put a Tomato Street thing on there. I didn't think about it.
Had snow.
Built a snowman. He left the day that Remi was going to school to see Santa. Doggy watching TV. Doggy back in my office.
He's got a rough life.
He's got a rough life. Sheep Herders Ball, December 21st, so my birthday. Fishers asked if they could join us, which was lovely. And we had a wonderful, wonderful evening with them. Love them. Sada and Ann danced. And so that was super fun. And if you look through, I'm just trying to get a picture of the crowd.
But there's Sada looking straight at us. She's a hoot.
We got lots of love from her at the end, and that was the last night we got to see her until next time.
Yep.
There will be a next time. Met Keri and Bill after Keri's birthday, like a few days. Went to Loose Screw. It was at least a week later, week and a half later, probably. And had a really good time. And then we went to Pre-Funk on Christmas Eve. Met Andrew, and they're just such good people. It's just such an easy place to go hang out. So, and then
there's the Christmas tree.
Christmas. And Malcolm got his new lammy.
He's focused on the lammy.
Isn't he focused? And we had the kids over again, had the mulled wine, had ramen bar and naan, and yum. Stephanie got me I don't remember what they call it in not Basque, but it's to ward away the evil spirits, and it's beautiful. And then we got this, we're going to call it a love lamp, and we get to press it and it changes color, and the kids on the other side get to see it, and then they change color, and we get to know they're sending love to us.
Directly to Post Falls. We push it, and they see it. They push it back, we see it immediately.
Pretty awesome. Steph and Andrew got us bread maker. We put it to use immediately. New Year's Eve was champagne and pizza, and I had seen something where somebody was going to do that, and I'm like, we went to Liverpool, and you go into the pizza place, and they're like all tableclothed and the gorgeous table settings, and they all have wine glasses, and we're like, we're missing out on something. I've never had wine and pizza, and I'm like, we'll just step it up and do champagne and pizza. So we went to Rossoni's. And then we watched the Fiesta Bowl, and it was sad, but we still love our Broncos. They made it to the playoff quarterfinals. They did really well.
Top 12 teams in the nation.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with that. So Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Hope it's good to you. Thanks for all you do.
Thanks.
Cheers.